every monster needs a lair. And while Scorn was a greedy, petty monster, he's also a practical one. Not to mention unpredictable, at least when it came to his choice of hideouts. A treehouse initially seemed like a juvenile choice, but it had been surprisingly versatile for him. The thick ashbourne woods covered him and his base quite neatly, and it allowed for him to move throughout the woods with ease.
Hey, knock it off. Oh, don't get cute with me. Can't a guy eat in peace?
And, best of all, he didn't have to deal with the Sparavi wandering up there uninvited.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
It wasn't, however, a deterrent to his cohort.
Reverie! Holy crap, it's you.
Yes?
Give me a heads up or something next time, alright?
That is impossible. You don't have a phone after all.
Yeah, why would I?
So I can give you a heads up next time.
You think you're so cute, don't you?
And you are disgusting.
What, don't tell me you're judging me now. Come on, we all gotta eat.
We do. And as per our orders, we can. As long as they're not students.
Oh, come on, I'm not an idiot. I haven't dipped into that little smorgasbord. Yet. Besides, you're one to talk, you hypocrite.
What do you mean?
Didn't you take a bite out of, what was her name again?
She is fine. I only ate her dream, not her.
You're still late, though.
And she will regain her dreams within a week. I doubt your meal will regain his life.
Does anybody tell you that you're no fun whatsoever?
Frequently. In any case, I did manage to gather some decent intel.
Oh, yeah? Well then, let's get down to business, shall we?
Young lady, you're about to pass out right in front of me.
What? No.
Uh-huh. Look, if you're sure you're gonna be alright.
I'm fine, really. See?
Just what do you think you're doing here?
Here?
Did I stutter, or are you simply incapable of basic listening skills?
Oh, this is my school. I'm a student here.
Impossible.
What do you mean impossible?
Do you see a school around here? Students, teachers, terrible cafeteria food? Anything?
What are you even saying?
You shouldn't be here.
Beatrix? Hello, Earth to Beatrix.
Message received. Sorry. Don't look at me like that. I'm good, really.
Are you sure? If you need to take a day off from school, I can call over.
Did you even hear what I said? I'm fine.
Alright. But you promised me you take it easy today.
I promise. I'm just going to go out with Angela and Leah after school today, that's all.
You call that taking it easy? Do I need to have a talk with your professor?
Please don't go up against Professor Avery, Dad.
Yeah, she better be worried. Patrick Price busted a few heads back in his day, I'll have you know.
Dad, seriously. Besides, she's doing her best to.
Yeah, well, she better be.
At that very moment, Beatrix's professor was, in fact, doing her best given the situation.
You're certain it was the Sparavi?
I saw it with my own eyes.
Then we'll have to suspend all practicals immediately.
Just because there was a single sighting? We don't even know if it was a real Sparavi. Are we supposed to take her word for it?
It does seem premature. Surely we could gather more data first.
But we could be putting the students in danger.
Or we could be raising the alarm over absolutely nothing. We need to gather more information.
Oh, that's fine. I'm sure the students wouldn't mind getting ripped apart while you gather more information.
Your sarcasm doesn't help your cause, you know.
But she has a point.
This is concerning, to say the least. Still, we don't want to deprive the students of their education when we don't yet know the full extent of the threat.
Elliott Valens served as the headmaster of St. Vittoria's, just like his father before him and his father's father before him. The role of headmaster had been passed down through the Valens family for centuries, ever since Vittoria Valens herself founded the academy.
These are trying times.
He'd become known by both students and faculty alike as a caring soul, fitting given his title, the Mage of Mercy.
We will continue running all classes as normal. This includes all planned practicals.
Good.
Obviously.
You can't be serious.
Wait for it.
However, I expect all sessions to be properly monitored. Work together if you must, but the students will not be allowed into the Ashbourne Woods without the supervision of a faculty member.
I can't believe you'd even consider doing this.
It's calculated, but I don't know if it's correct.
I don't know what I expected from all of you.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Headmaster.
Phew.
Hey, BB.
Good morning.
Gotta admit, I wasn't expecting to see you for at least another 10 minutes. 12, maybe.
Good morning to you, too.
Are you feeling okay? You don't look so good there. Maybe you should have stayed home.
Do I really look that bad?
You do.
I didn't sleep very well, that's all.
Bad dreams?
More like weird dreams.
What?
When you say weird, what are we talking about here? Spill the beans.
It was like some guy, another student.
But that...
He was a piece of work, and not in the good way.
Mean, huh? Was he like class rep level mean, or in a league of his own?
Please leave me out of this.
We weren't talking to you.
You were talking around me.
Go back to your stupid festival planning.
It's your stupid festival too, you know.
I take it back. I doubt your mean guy's got anything on her.
Right? But it was so...
All right, take your seats. I've got an important announcement. As per Headmaster Valens, we're changing up how we're doing practicals starting today. We'll go over those details at the end of class, and then I'll give out your assignments. All right, let's get started. Who can tell me about...
Despite her harsh demeanor, Professor Avery genuinely cared for her students and their safety and well-being.
As far as we can tell.
The thought of canceling their practicals had crossed her mind, but she was hesitant to follow through on it and thus rob her students of an opportunity to learn. On the other hand,
Askellia?
she didn't want to potentially rob her students of their lives either. All the while, the students waited with anticipation through the lesson.
Which brings us to today.
For their assignments, as well as the new guidelines.
Martel.
Uh-huh.
See me after class.
Aw.
Practicals have been a tradition at St. Victoria's for ages, a way to measure a mage's aptitude out in the field. The Ashbourne Woods was the best site possible for them, at least, up until now.
Hey, pay attention! As professors, we don't want to stunt your learning, and we don't want to overreact in any way. But we also don't want you getting eviscerated by God knows what out there.
Aw, that's so sweet. She's cool with giant tarantulas eating us, but totally draws the line at robot monsters.
That would reflect poorly on us, after all. What? There's no point in lying. In any case, we'll be conducting our practicals a bit differently going forward. You'll be more heavily supervised, for starters. Professor Mason will be assisting me with yours.
Mason? Does he have to?
That's Professor to you, Martel, and yes, he has to. Now, since the group projects went so well...
Did she get hit on the head and forget how they actually went?
It's wishful thinking on her part.
We'll be pairing you up for the practicals. This will make supervision easier on myself and Professor Mason. I've got the pairings listed here. You'll work with your partner for the rest of the day to prepare for the practical tomorrow.
Angela had been paired with Lucy Louette, one of the friendlier, more sensible faces in their class.
Hey, Lucy. It's you and me this time. Awesome, right?
Great. Sound more enthusiastic, Loire?
Great.
Meanwhile, Reva was placed with Oliver Dupont, who, as a younger member of the class, was well known for his nervous disposition.
I look forward to working with you.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Askellia. I won't let you down.
And who do we have here? Excusez-moi?
What is it?
We are with Xavier.
The uneven number of students of the class meant that Professor Avery had to place a group of 3 together. To that end, Xavier Nelson found himself in a group with the calming center of the class, Constance Darkwood, as well as their biggest drama queen, Layla Weirs.
Do not drag us down.
Why are you telling me this?
She's just like that. Don't worry about it.
Come on. Who am I with this time?
As the other students paired off, Beatrix knew in her heart what Professor Avery had done.
Eleanor again?
She'd put them together. Again!
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
But why?
I saw places for improvement during your group project and thought this would be the perfect opportunity for you to work on those.
I hate that I can't argue with that.
Ugh.
There, BB. Let's get some lunch in you.
I know what you're doing here. You know that, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It won't work, Professor. It's a nice thought, but it won't work.
If you say so. It's all I can do for you, though, Convallaria.
Are you spacing out again? Come on, pay attention.
I'll show you spacing out.
And there they are, fighting again. Wanna take bets this time?
Can we please just ignore them and get back to our stuff, Angela?
The teamwork is nothing compared to ours.
A paper bag has more teamwork.
Hey, guys. I'm here too.
Who said that?
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Askellia. Can I try again?
Go ahead. I will be waiting right here.
Thank you.
While the students were hard at work, a certain someone lurked nearby, watching and waiting.
Aw, look at them all lined up and ready to go. How cute.
Ah! I'm so sorry, Mrs. Askellia.
One moment.
For the two hell beasts, passing messages to one another during school hours could be tricky at times. Fortunately, Reva's peers weren't exactly observant.
Do you smell that?
It wasn't me.
It was because they weren't observant that she was able to pass a note to Scorn, which he snatched up greedily.
Mrs. Askellia, are you okay?
Coming.
Well, passing notes in class now? For shame, Reverie. Oh, let's see here. And Beatrix Price dreamed about him last night. That's impossible unless he came to see her. Him, huh? Oh, that'd make my life a hell of a lot easier. Let's see if this brat can show us the way.
Just be cool, okay?
Who? Me? I'm always cool.
I'm serious.
Relax. We're mages. We're the coolest of the cool.
Come in. Are we, interrupting anything?
Nope. I'm at a good stopping point, actually.
Oh, so you're an orderly chaos type of person, huh? I can relate.
Oh, yeah? I'm Lia. You must be Beatrix's friend.
Aw, BB. You call me your friend.
Oh, come on. Don't say it like that. Of course I did.
Angela, nice to meet you. I hear you're pretty handy with the techie stuff.
I don't know about handy, but I try anyway. Ashbourne's going to need a lot of work, though.
I'd believe it. My grandma's dial-up is faster than some of the internet around this place.
Oh? You're not from around here?
Well, most of the students aren't. I'm one of the few locals, actually.
Chicago born and raised, baby.
I see. I guess there's a lot I don't know about your school, huh?
I mean, there's not much to know. It's like any other school, I guess.
But with magic.
Okay, true. And instead of written tests, we get these practicals every few weeks.
I'm assuming these aren't like lab practicals or anything.
Nah, they tell us, go do this thing. And then we do it and come back, and then they get all picky with our grades.
And normally it's done on our own, but...
Ooh, better look out, Lee. She's been fired up about this all day.
Hold on. Lee?
It's a work in progress.
Sorry, I shouldn't. You don't need to hear about all this.
No. Go ahead. This is a safe space.
Okay. Well, I got stuck with Eleanor for this practical.
Is that the definitely mean one?
She's not that bad. I don't think she ever learned how to play nice with others. But not bad.
She's the worst. The whole day she was nitpicking every little thing about me.
Whew. First she gets slammed by some guy in her dreams. Then the class rep comes in and rubs salt in the wound. I guess BB here's had a pretty rough day.
Angela? Ixnay on the you-know.
I'm sorry. Slam by...
Anyway, we didn't come here to talk about Eleanor.
And here I thought you just wanted to hang out with me.
Right. You mentioned something in your message about a thing you saw yesterday. Robots? But not exactly?
Yeah, it's called a Spiravi.
That sounds like a fancy name for a robot.
I mean, that's what Professor Avery called it. You haven't heard anything about them?
Not really. I can't really say much about your Spiravi without seeing one.
Bummer.
So wait, if you were able to look at one, would you be able to tell us anything about it?
I could try.
It'd be easiest if we could just take you there, but...
No can do.
Outsiders aren't allowed through the gates as one of the big campus rules. But what if I brought you one?
That would be awesome. I'd be able to dig in and get something out of it, for sure.
All right, that's a decent plan, sure. But how are you going to get your hands on one when we can't go in the woods without an escort now?
We've got a practical coming up, remember? And I'm pretty sure we left those pieces behind from the other day. I didn't see Professor Avery go back for them, at least. One melted, but there's gotta be parts from at least 2 of them.
If a head's intact, that would be... that would be incredible.
It shouldn't be too hard for me to sneak away from Eleanor. I bet I could grab one.
I bet you could.
With a plan set for the following day, Beatrix and the others parted ways. Still exhausted from the events of the previous day, she decided to call it a fairly early night. Little did she know, however. another strange dream awaited her.
This again? Has the bell always sounded like that?
Of course it has.
You.
Trespassing again?
I'm not a trespasser.
I'm calling a spade a spade. In any case, if you're not trespassing, you have approximately 5 seconds to explain what you're doing here.
Wait, whoa, hold on.
5, 4...
Give me a second here.
3, 2...
I'm going to school? It's looking a little different right now, though. I can't put my finger on it.
I told you don't belong here. Looks like I'm going to have to beat that lesson into your thick skull.
Okay, that's a little aggressive, but fine. I don't know what your problem is, but I am going to make you eat those.
Lightning charge!
Hey, I wasn't finished.
If you have enough time to grandstand, then you have enough time to counter.
A mage of the elements, huh?
Some would simply call it a mage.
Lightning charge.
How?
Surprised? Some would simply call it a mage of mimicry.
That doesn't even make sense.
Using your magic on me? That's a double-edged blade, buddy.
Ah!
Huh?
Lightning hammer!
Firestorm!
Impossible. How did you...
You want to tell me again that I don't belong at this school?
It's not a school.
Huh? Of course it's a school. It's St. Vittoria's.
No, it's a guild, you... Vittoria's? I see. So that's it.
What's it?
You really are a trespasser, though not the kind I thought you were. You need to leave. Never come back here.
Wait, you can't just leave me hanging like this. Something's up, isn't it? If this isn't my school?
You go to school here, but not here. This isn't your St. Vittoria's.
What's going on?
You have to go. It isn't safe for you in this place.
And what about you?
I belong here. Idiot.
Wait! Oh, what a jerk.
At the time, Beatrix wasn't entirely aware of what was going on, beyond the fact that there was no way she was going to get a full night's sleep.
And I've got to deal with Eleanor, too. Why?
Aw, rough night?
Rude night.
Ouch.
Alright, is that everyone? That looks like everyone.
Did you count?
Looks about right. Besides, if they're late, they deserve a 0. Hey, listen up. We are splitting the groups between the 2 of us. From there, we'll send you into the woods one at a time to do your practical. Everyone else is to wait here. Is that understood?
Yes, Professor Avery.
Aw, tough break. No retrieval mission for ya, huh, BB?
Heh, that's what you think. I've got a plan.
And what sort of plan is this?
None of your business.
Since our grades are tied together this time around, I think it is my business.
Nothing to worry about, class rep. Just BB being BB.
That's what I'm most worried about.
Martel! How many times do I have to call your name?
That's my cue.
Convallaria and Price with me.
And so they went their separate ways. In the past, it was just as Beatrix had said, a test to prove their understanding of the magical material they'd been learning. And with the stories about the encounter with the Sparavi having spread like wildfire through the school, an undercurrent of anxiety ran throughout the students.
Next.
You pass. Alright, next up.
Both professors took a calm approach, belying their own uneasiness. And then there was Beatrix.
Small grove, evermorn.
By all rights, she should be anxious. And yet, Beatrix's lack of decent sleep only emboldened her.
Price, Convallaria, you're up.
Right here.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic about this.
What's our assignment, Professor?
You have 15 minutes to find a defensible location and create a warding spell. You're welcome to start whenever.
Let's go!
Hey, wait up!
Small Grove, Evermorn.
One of Beatrix's strengths was her sense of direction. She knew exactly where her target was, and she knew that if she got there fast enough, she could easily hide it from Eleanor as well as the proctors.
There.
Hey, where are you even going? We need worm room. It's over this way.
You don't know that? Come on, come on.
Fortunately, there were still remnants of their previous encounter still scattered about, enough to put her, shall we say, ahead of the game.
Bingo.
There you are. What are you even doing over here?
Well, the ward requires some Evermorn too, right?
Have you even used Evermorn before? Don't answer that. Whatever it is you're trying to mess around with is wasting a lot of our precious time. Professor Mason's going to be after us any minute now.
It's fine. I mean, this is a good location, right? And I know you totally grabbed the worm root.
That's not the point. There's a patch of trees just down that hill. They'll work for our purposes here.
I was close.
If a hill away counts as close.
Close enough.
Huh. I thought this area looked familiar.
It's close to where we did our group project with Angela before, you know, with the...
With the greater tarantula. Let's be careful. Ah, there. Now...
Hey, what the... Is this you, Eleanor?
Of course it isn't me. Where are all these vines coming from?
We're trapped.
But how?
Oh, hey. Oh, relax, kids. I just want to talk. That's all. Just a friendly conversation.
What's so friendly about any of this?
Hey, come on. It's friendly because my little buddies aren't here. For now, at least.
Who are you?
And what's that smell? Ugh.
Jeez, you kids are rude. But to answer your other question, the name's Scorn.
Scorn.
What kind of name is that supposed to be?
Mine? Look, what do you want from me here?
So, you just wanted to talk to us? We're just students. What is this about?
Yeah, surprised the hell out of me too. But, your buddy there,
She's not my buddy.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I'm just trying to find a guy, so, you know, tell me where he is and I'll be on my way.
A guy? That's vague. There's a lot of guys in our class.
Whatever it is, don't tell him anything.
I wasn't planning on it.
Don't play dumb with me, kid. Little bird told me you had a nighttime chit-chat with him.
Oh, the jerk?
Well, sure. Tell me more.
Hey, are you ready for our practical?
Eleanor didn't know how to explain why she was so certain they needed to attack at that very moment.
Of course I am.
Fortunately, Beatrix wasn't one for thinking things through too deeply once she got worked up.
Man, I really didn't want to have to get all rough with a bunch of brats. But hey, if you want to play, let's play.
Get ready.
I am. Protection!
Clever thinking there. But you're forgetting something, kiddos. That barrier of yours? Yeah, it's not gonna cover all of your bases. Better watch your step. Overin!
Beatrix! You.
Me. Oh, yeah. You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? I mean, I don't even need you.
They're dying?
Yeah. Kind of a little unfortunate side effect. Plant life, it loves me. But, you know, it's a toxic relationship and whatnot. What can you do, right? Come on, give it up. Your pal's out cold, and your professor ain't getting through my buddies anytime soon.
Reflect.
The hell? Oh, I see now. Switching up your spells? That's cute. Well, if you want to keep playing, that's fine with me. Here we go!
Protection!
I told you that barrier won't work, kiddo.
Well, if I were keeping it up around myself, no. But I can deploy the barrier in other places, not just in front of myself.
That was your last mistake, kid.
Eleanor, where? What is this?
Before her stood a brilliant white structure bathed in moonlight. There was something majestic, yet peaceful about it, allowing a quiet calm to wash over her.
You've never seen a mausoleum before? Kids these days.
You? Are you okay? You look kind of different.
And you are kind of rude.
He seemed older, certainly, but that wasn't the only thing that was different. His hair covered his right eye, hiding what was no longer there.
Why do you keep coming back here? This is, what, your third or fourth time now?
I'm not coming here on purpose. Besides, this is just a dream.
But it's not your dream, it's mine. Haven't you figured that out by now? Honestly. You certainly do sleep a lot, don't you?
That's right. We were fighting Scorn and then I must have been knocked out.
What are you doing?
Trying to wake myself up, obviously.
That seems unnecessary.
You're unnecessary. Oh, please, come on.
Scorn. Another hell beast, perhaps? With a name like that. Interloper.
I told you it's Beatrix.
Get up.
I don't have time to mess around with you again. I've got to get back to my friend or...
I know.
In that moment, as she stared over at him and the strange magic that had formed around his hand, Beatrix came to a realization. There was a certain sort of loneliness that lingered in his eye, much like the one that had lingered in hers so many times before.
What is that?
This is a rather potent form of magic, a blaze that can drive back the beast. You should know that your Scorn isn't the only monster in these woods.
What was that about?
Protection!
Eleanor!
Beatrix, if you're hurt, stay back.
And leave you alone with him? Not a chance.
You should have stayed down, kid. Fire.
There are too many.
Firestorm!
Incredible.
That worked? Ow.
Do you have some kind of head injury?
It was more like a cheek injury, as if someone had hit her directly, squarely in the face. And in that moment, she realized the gift that she had been given, and the message that the man from the dream had been trying to convey.
No, but I do have a plan.
Well, a plan, huh? You're sounding awful confident about this little plan of yours. Come on, kid. Give me your best shot.
Blaze.
A strange magic had formed at the end of Beatrix's staff, like a scythe. A blade made out of an eerie black flame, much like the magic she'd seen in her dream.
Is that?
What the hell?
His wall, it's down.
How can you... Shit! Can't believe this.
Huh, believe it, mister.
There's no way a kid like you should know how to control something like that.
Beatrix, he's not wrong. If you keep this up, your Your staff won't be able to withstand that kind of pressure.
Oh man, your aim is terrible, kid.
Eleanor's assessment was correct. Beatrix's blaze-like magic had shattered, leaving behind a fractured staff.
Well. So much for that. I guess your little plan didn't work out the way you wanted it to, huh?
No. It turned out exactly the way I wanted it to.
Whoa. Calm down, buddy. We can talk about this.
Professor Avery always said that the greater tarantulas gathered in packs.
And they're quite ravenous at this hour, too.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let's get out of here before he decides he's hungry again.
Right. Thanks, buddy.
Do you even know what that power was?
You mean blaze, right?
Is that what you call it?
That's what he called it.
Who's he?
Just a friend, I think.
Price? Convallaria? Answer me.
There! Over there!
And so ended their practical for that day. No one could argue that they hadn't passed, given their successful implementation of the required warding spell. However, the encounter earned both Beatrix and Eleanor an audience with the headmaster.
I heard the two of you had quite the adventure today.
It certainly was.
Professor Mason really wasn't too happy with us, was he?
He was only concerned for your well-being, as was I.
Is that what you called us up here for?
That, and to offer you an apology.
You don't need to apologize for anything, Headmaster.
No, I do. We knew there were dangers such as that monster you faced in the woods, and still, we exposed you to potential harm. And for that, I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Oh.
Really, it's okay. Eleanor and I are fine, see?
Still, if there's anything either of you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I've already seen to it that the two of you are excused for the rest of the day.
That isn't necessary.
I insist.
Thank you, Headmaster.
I so thought you were going to chew us out.
Beatrix, he's the Headmaster. You can't just...
No, it's all right. Beatrix and I go quite a ways back.
Really?
Ever since this one could talk, she's wanted to come here.
Every year during the festival, when they'd let the townspeople visit campus, I'd come in and tell Headmaster Valens, I'm going to be your student one day.
Every year.
So, you got in by wearing him down.
I got in by my own merit.
Whatever.
As the two girls left, Beatrix let her eyes wander, as she always did, when inside the headmaster's office. The art that decorated the walls had been passed down for centuries. Whenever she came by, it always fascinated her.
What is it?
But it was then that a particular painting caught Beatrix's eye, stopping her in her tracks.
Hello?
It's...
It's a bit fantastical, but I must admit, I'm rather fond of this depiction of the three divine heroes.
I see. So, this is a painting from their time?
That's right. There's my ancestor and the founder of this academy, Vittoria Valens. And here we have Jean Durand, who was known to be one of the strongest mages of familiarity in his time. And over here is
Levi Walker.
Something clicked within her when Beatrix saw the painting. And it was then that she knew that the face staring back at her was the young man from her dreams. The boy with the blaze.
Yes, that's right. Vittoria's confidant, though he vanished not long after the Academy's founding. A tragic story, really.
Yeah, tragic.
A mystery began to form in Beatrix's mind. If Levi Walker had disappeared, then how did she manage to encounter him in a dream? One that he insisted was his. And what exactly was that power that he'd gifted her with?
Come on, let's get going.
I'm coming.
Price.
Congratulations on passing your practicals.
By the skin of our teeth.
It was a little touch and go for some of us. But we made it through, right?
You don't even know the half of it.
You guys really got Mason worked up. What was that all about?
Did something happen?
I need a new staff.
I feel like she's burying the lead here, Angie.
That feeling is super mutual.
Angie?
Look, BB, you've got to stop hogging all the excitement for yourself.
I can't help it. But seriously, I did manage to get those parts for you, Leah.
That's great. I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get it.
It was totally too much trouble. Spill it.
Some weirdo came after Eleanor and me, but we managed to get him eaten by a giant spider.
Whoa, savage. I don't even know where to start.
Isn't that a bit harsh?
Not when he's trying to kill us.
Fair.
I had another one of those weird dreams, though, and I'm kind of starting to think it's not entirely a dream.
Was it, Monsieur Jerkface again?
I think you mean Monsieur.
Yeah, but I don't know. He was helpful, and there was a strange... I guess it was a mausoleum. It was pretty, at least.
What did you just say?
Angie?
Are you all right?
Where was it? Where did you see that mausoleum?